Hello and welcome to Mr. Wiley Teaches Math. Today we're going to talk about ratios. First thing you need, a ratio is a comparison of two or more numbers with the same units. And we're going to always write them in lowest terms. Let's take a look at a little diagram here and let's compare circles to squares. Units will be shapes. So we've got circles. Looks like I've got two circles. And squares, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 squares. So circles to squares is 2 to 4, which is not in lowest terms, which is the same as 1 to 2. Because both of those numbers divide by 2. That's one way to write a ratio, is using the word 2. We could also write it using colon in the center, 1 to 2. We're looking very similar to a fraction, 1 to 2. All right, squares to circles. All right, we have 4 squares, so that number is going to go first. We have 2 circles, so the second number is going to go first. It's very important to keep them in the same order. Squares were mentioned first, so they're going to be first in there. Circles were mentioned second, so they're going to be second. And that's going to reduce to 2 to 1. Which is the reverse to before, reciprocal to before, but we need to keep it in the same order. And we could also write it as 2 to 1 or 2 over 1. So I said it's very similar to a fraction. This would be the lowest terms for a ratio. The reason for that is a ratio is a comparison of 2 or more numbers. If I reduce that down and just say it's 2, I'm just down to 1 number now, so it's not a ratio. All right, triangles. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 triangles. 4 squares. All right, both of those divide by 2, so it's the same as 3 to 2. And in the other forms, I could write it as 3 to 2 or 3 to 2. Okay. Circles, still have 2 of those. And triangles, I have 6, so it's 2 to 6. Both those divide by 2 again. So 1 to 3, or 1 to 3, or 1 to 3, and the other forms of that. All right, writing in lowest terms, it's very similar to fractions. We're going to look at the two numbers. Say 8 and 2, neither of those ones are prime. So we're going to look for a number that divides into both of these numbers evenly. Both divide by 2. So let's divide by 2. 8 divided by 2 is 4. 2 divided by 2 is 1. So in lowest terms would be 4 to 1. All right, 12 to 4. Well, neither number is prime. 12 and 4 both divide by 4, so let's do that. 12 divided by 4 is 3. 4 divided by 4 is 1. So in lowest term is going to be 3 to 1. And 69, looking like a fraction. Both numbers divide by 3. So 6 divided by 3 is 2. 9 divided by 3 is 3. And that's in lowest terms. And see they're separated by 1. And 2 is also prime, so 2, 4 doesn't go in. All right, so ratio is a comparison of 2 or more numbers with the same units. Be sure to check the class website for additional notes and assignments.